With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Baltimore Ravens.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down.
First down, Titans.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Past the 20. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Titans have taken a first quarter lead.
Well, earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
And this is good. Our score, 7-0 Tennessee.
Makes the score Titans 7, Ravens nothing. Younghoe Koo set.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace. How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Oh, a big decision here early. Look at this. They're going to go for it on their own side of the field. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? This pass complete. Jackson finding Andrews. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row. First down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
4 yards.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete right around the 8. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. 2nd and 2. First down marker at the 5-yard line. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat. And he's into the clear. 20, 10, touchdown Titans.
Touchdown.
A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
And 4.
This time Jackson will throw it. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where It just kind of emerges out at me for some reason.
It's deep in there. Right?
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. This will be caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really nice gain of 25 yards. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Dobbins. And the Ravens are going to be set up with a first and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. A good run on first down, and now they contemplate a second and goal situation. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Dobbins. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. About a half-yard from the end zone, third and goal. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score.
Ravens 7.
Third and goal, Jackson. Fourth down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And no hesitation about this decision here. Confidently, they're going to go for this. Fourth and goal from the 3. From the gun, Jackson. This will be caught at about the 5. And he is not going to be able to get away as they swarm him for a loss shy of the goal line. They're turned away on fourth and goal. And the Titans defense will celebrate the goal line stand. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a third down. And they're going to drop him well shy of the first as he can only make it to the 11. 4 yards on the pickup there, but it's going to take him to fourth down.
A gain of 4 yards. It's now fourth down.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of
23 yards on the play.
First down, Tennessee.
Now a handoff looking right. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Malik Harrison on the tackle. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here.
At the 42-yard line.
And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, these two teams, of course, the Titans and Ravens, met in the postseason a year ago. And really, along with the Titans win the previous week in Foxborough, it was one of the shockers of the postseason. The Titans a 6th seed on the road. The Ravens, they were the top seed, riding a 12-game win streak and coming off the first-round bye. But that game was all Tennessee. They led 28-6 at one point, ultimately winning 28-12 and sending them on to the AFC title game in Kansas City. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the Ravens' 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
First and goal.
The end result, 21 yards. The quick slant caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
Throwing the out route and complete. It's Brown. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans fight. Oh, and now they're going to fake it.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Dobbins running out of the gun. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Ball carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Going to get this inside the 30. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now the Titans leaving the offense out there. They'll go for 2. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Dave? And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
By Jeffrey Simmons.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Younghoe Koo is set to kick off.
The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the mark. Tucker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Adoree Jackson on the tackle. 8 yards.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. He finds an opening past the 40. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
And that'll make this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Titans 33, Ravens 14. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. He'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 44.
On the tackle. It's a gain of 6. First down, 10.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard.
And they'll try to run the option here. And he's going to be met at about the 43. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 26. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
17 yards. First down, Titans.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
14. And the Titans.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3.
Now 4th down.
Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Ravens 14. Youngway Koo.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
34-yard line. A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
On 2nd and a yard. Jackson, man open left side is Brown. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. Two chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that mark.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 9-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line.
Tackle made back at his own 3-yard line.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At their 49-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And he will have a Ravens 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
31-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Up 2nd and 2 at the 23-yard line.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. That is caught at the 7. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Gain on the play. Leads to 2nd.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson keeping it himself from 5 yards out. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10.
Space to maneuver at the 40. Touchdown, Titans. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Jackson from the shotgun. Eluding the pressure right. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll set up to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
flush to his right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wondered maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. The open man is Smith. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for number 12. Incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
they got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Back to throw again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here.
The 20-yard line.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
Final score, Titans 49, Ravens 29.